Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of second episode number two of the Empowering Lives Through an Online Business.
Yay!
So today, what is the topic for today?
So today's topic is um for episode 2 is from dreams to action, how an online business one second. My screen go black. Let's
Empower
just
your
okay.
life. Here, I'll just finish.
Oh, it's there. I'm
Okay, go
sorry.
ahead. No, go ahead, go
Okay,
ahead.
let's go back. Episode number 2, from dreams to action, how an online business empowered your life.
Thank you, Jesse. So that's what we're going to be talking today. But before we dive into our topic, let's introduce ourselves. So, hi everyone, my name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but according to reside in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor.
Hello, hi everyone. My name is Yesenia, but everyone knows me as Jessie. I'm a nurse by professional. I live here in Ontario, Canada, but I'm original from Cuba. Also an online entrepreneur, so I have my own business. I'm a mentor.
Hello, everyone. My name is Isabel. I am originally from Mexico, but I live in United States. I am a former educational assistant. I am a wife, a mother, and a grandmother, and well, now a proud uh, digital business owner and a mentor.
So we also want to remind everyone that every Tuesdays and every Thursdays we have our live webinar. So if you want to learn how you can start your online business and start earning online, all you have to do is register to any of the websites that appear on the screen. Put your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. So when you register in our websites, you have to register with your first name and email address. And then after that, you will receive an email, and that email will contain two links. So the first one is to register for the live webinar. So that one will take you to a page that will have two buttons, one for Tuesday, one for Thursday. So you can register for either one or for both. The second link that you get there is for the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you couldn't make it to the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. So like we mentioned again, every Tuesdays and Thursdays is our live webinar at 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. So in addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now you're probably wondering, okay, so I go to the website, I register with my name and email address, then I proceed to register for the live webinar. So now what am I going to find on the live webinar? So on the live webinar, you're going to find out how our online business plan works, and also you get to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So let's find out who were the hosts and panelists from yesterday's live webinar.
Okay, so yesterday we had our live webinar, and we had a job quitter as our host. Her name is Elena, and well, now she's a full-time mom. We also had Remedio. She's a full-time care manager. Lori is a digital business owner, and Meg is a contractor.
We we also have Maria. She's an officer, manager, realtor. Uh, Tiserin, hospital professional, and Prativa, nurse educator. So all these people, they were on a live webinar yesterday and was really, really good. Elena actually really going deep, and how inspired she was and how she was able to quit the job, and now she have the whole time for her family, and her kids. So remember, if you want to watch our live webinar, are every Tuesdays and Thursday. The time are the same, 5 p.m. PDT, 8 p.m. EST. So if you want to learn how to start your own business and successfully and all the insights, the only thing you have to do is register with your name and email to any of our website, okay?
Thank you, Isabel. Thank you, Jesse. And so you guys know now that if you want to catch this replay before next week's live webinar, All you have to do is register in any of the websites that will appear on the screen. So now our replay has subtitles in several languages, and our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: the Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. All right, so let's dive into our topic for today. So what is the topic for today?
Okay, so our topic for today is from dreams to action, how an online business empowers your life.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking today. So we want to welcome you again to our empowering lives through an online business. So our topic, like Isabel mentioned, is from dreams action. So how an online business empowers your life. So this is where we shift from just wishing to walking in purpose. So grab your journal, your favorite drink, and settle in, because today we're turning those what ifs into what's next. Okay. Um, so question for you. So have you ever felt like you were meant for more, but didn't know where to start? Well, I was there. Like I mentioned, 5 days before I found this opportunity, I was like, I want that kind of lifestyle, but I didn't know how to. So we've been there too. So dreams are beautiful, but action is what gives them life. So, and the truth, you don't need everything figured out. Okay. You just need to take that first step with faith and the right vehicle. So that's where this online business comes in, and it's more than income, it's empowerment. So, so let's be honest. Many of us grew up with the idea that success had to look a certain way. That is, a stable 9 to 5, a steady paycheck, retirement at 65. So, that everyone knows that routine, that cycle. But for some of us, that path didn't fit, okay? It left us drained, unfulfilled, and wondering if life was just about survival. But the digital world opened a door, and we stepped through it, not just to make money, but to make a meaning. So we were looking more than just money, okay? Um, so an online business doesn't just shift your income, it shifts your identity, your confidence, and your capacity to create the life you truly want. So that's what we are after all. And we have a comment here from Komagun Jordan. He said, "Who? Thank you for watching. Thank you for your comment."
Thank you so much.
Good morning,
Good
or
morning.
well, for us, anyways. I don't know what time you're in, but
Yeah, let us know in the comments where you're watching from. Okay, so what are the points for today?
All right, so today's points are ready. So point number 1, we're going to talk about clarity turns dream into direction. Number 2, confidence is built through progress. Number 3, control over your life bring true freedom. Are you guys ready? Let's dig in.
Okay, so point number 1.
okay. So here's point number 1: clarity turns dreams into direction. So many people stay stuck because they don't know how to begin. So here's what we have. But when we started this online business, the system gave us clarity. Oh, he said it's 3 p.m. for him.
Ah.
Yeah. So yeah, for us it's very early in the
Wow, 3
morning.
p.m.
For me, it's 8 in the morning, and
8
then
in the morning here in Ontario,
5
Canada.
5:17 a.m. here in Vancouver, Canada.
yes. Okay, so back to our topic. When we started the online business, we didn't have the clarity before we started, but he gave it to us, right? He gave us the clarity. And then we had a roadmap, mentorship, and a proven path. It wasn't just motivation, it was the actionable steps we could follow. And this is the amazing part about this business, right? That the blueprint is already there. We just have to follow that. And we don't have to come with the experience and knowledge, because everything is given to us here in the training. We have a step-by-step training, and we just have to put our part. We have to be willing to learn, and we have to have the time to invest in the business. So that's what it takes to have the clarity in this business. Just know what you want, work for what you want every day, and then follow the roadmap, the training. We have the mentorship, and we have the community as well. And it's a proven path, right? Our business works, and we know that it works because we've seen so many of the business members that are already, you know making a set monthly income because of this business. So that's what we want for us as well.
So yes, like I think one of the things right here is the first thing, clarity, and that's what it turned into direction. Why clarity? Because we all dreams about different things, more time with family, more like um work at home, or like have can work when you're traveling or something like that. So now you have a little bit of clarity where you want to be. So now you had to make your direction. Now you had to figure it out how to make it happen. And that's when you realize that the online space of or a business or digital business, how it work. But if you don't have the pains, you don't figure it out, what do you want, how do you can see the opportunity. So that's the thing, you have to have that clarity to start seeing the directions, to start seeing the different paths. Because remember, a digital business, what is going to give you in your life. So it's going to give you continuous income coming in. You're your own boss. The flexibility of the hours that you can put on it. Like you don't need experience, like a previous experience, like you can learn how you go. That's what we offer. And you can build a successful business without like having a degree, or sometimes you can build it at the same time that you're doing the things that you love. So it's about finding that clarity, finding what do I want. Because what do you want, if you see it, you can start seeing how to make it happen. That's what it is. That's what clarity turns dreams into direction. Because when we started, we didn't have that clarity. We just have a dream. Like, at least when I started, I knew I needed change. I knew I need something else. So I started looking, okay, what's my best strategy to get there? So this is what I want. This is how I feel right now. I'm so burnt out. I cannot do it this life. I'm getting really tired. I don't have time for my family or even for myself. And I'm not even traveling. I don't know the country that's giving me opportunities, because I cannot even travel on my own on this country because I don't have enough money. So I start seeing those gaps, and then I say, oh my gosh, I'm in a lot of trouble. I have to work until, like Sandy said, we already have those rates until 65. I have to just depend on, like, maybe giving my 3 weekends on the road to my work and just have 1 weekend for myself, or trying to work. Like, I have to make a change. So I found that clarity, and then I did something about it. So we are telling you, just write it down, see where you at, and then go and register with your name and email, and see if this business, it will give you that clarity to you.
Thank you, Isabel. Thank you, Jesse. So yeah, you guys share pretty much what this point is about. Just to add in, like I mentioned at the beginning, we are talking here about clarity turns dream into action. Like, so many people stay stuck because they don't know how to begin. And that was me, like 5 years before I found this opportunity. Like I mentioned, I saw that kind of lifestyle and said, how am I gonna do that? And that's where the second point is. This business gave us clarity because it gave us we were not doing it alone. And then it all explained, in our video-based training, how you are able to build this business, and take it with you anywhere. So we had a blueprint. And that's something that, it really makes a difference, because before, I was like, how do they do it? But I have no idea. So when this opportunity came to me, I was like, oh my God, this is what I've been waiting for 5 years ago before, I found this opportunity. And finally I found it. So once I know what they were giving, especially the mentorship, because like before I found this opportunity, I was about to join another one. And knowing that you have a mentor that will guide you, that knows what you're going to go through, and what are the steps that you need to follow, it makes a huge difference, because mentors are there for you to guide you to shorten that path. So for example, if for like our leaders, let's go back to our top leaders, like the beginning, when this global online community was started. It took them a long time, you know. But nowadays, because they already share their blueprint with the global online community, and everything is established and available to us, people are doing it in less and less time. We have everyone's journey is different, okay? Because it depends on the situation and the time that you put on it too, and having the right mindset too. So there are a few keys that makes a huge difference. But there's some people that have done it in 6 months, or sometimes in even less than that. So, um, but everyone's journey is different. But in average, like people are having results like 3 to 5 years. So just to show you, instead of working, up to 60, 65, 67, um why don't work for yourself, and then think like this is like a going to a university, with the difference that you're going to university but you're getting paid too. When you go to university, you are going to university, but instead of you getting paid, you have to pay. And sometimes finish the school, because like if you take a student loan, for example, here in Canada we have student loans. After you finish, you have to find a job, which is not easy to find, and on top of that you have to start paying your student loan. So this one is totally the opposite. You're learning new skills, you're building, working on your mindset, you're getting that self-development, but you also getting paid while you're doing all that. So that is amazing. So we're lucky to have that roadmap and mentorship. So when I found that opportunity in here, and I say, okay, it check all the boxes that I was looking for. So now it's up to us. Like everything is provided to us, but it's up to us to take that action, and we need to follow the blueprint to be able to have that success, and keep that motivation on it. So, but we need that clarity, and that's what we found this in this online opportunity, business opportunity. So, okay, so point number two.
All right. So point number two, confidence is built through progress. So this is really important, because in the beginning, we all want to give up. We always think that it's right, like this is gonna be all well done, like it's gonna be like a cake ready to eat. And sometimes, and then we feel confident about this case, but sometimes it's the progress what make our confidence. You know why? Because we are learning, we're getting knowledge, and that is how our humans feel. Like when we have an idea, we have a knowledge about what's going on, we feel so confident, we can do it. It's like you're building something and you know about it, you have an idea, you say, okay, I can do this, boom, 30 minutes all done. But that's what confidence give you. But to have that confidence, you have to build that progress. Okay, we didn't start confident. So let's be real. We all,
Mhm.
like, at least I started, like, shaking off. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. I don't even know at that point if this was for me, to be real. I was just looking. I was just looking for a second job. I not even was looking to have my own business. That's so let's be real. We all pass that. Like, if you start, if you want to start a business, don't worry, you're not gonna be confident. Maybe you have the knowledge, but just because it's something different, you're not confident yet. But we become confident through showing up. We become confident through working. That like working our dreams or working toward what we want. Okay, every day of film, every message share, every win celebrate, it change us if we become confident. You know why? Guess what? Guys, we provide training. Wow, mind blowing. No, I'm serious. We provide our training, and it's there 24/7. So you have a doubt, you want to learn about something, you open up and you watch it. You do it 3-4 times until you get confident to do it yourself. We have video based training that you can see it, try it, see it again, try it one more time, and then when you do it 3 or 4 times, you are so confident that you can do it that you sometimes you don't even need help. But in case you get stuck, as always we say, we have mentors and coach that are guiding you all the way in. Maybe that first video that you did is not the best, but you learn from it. That means like someone sent you mensages and you answer back, and you're like, I don't know if I did it right. Guess what? You are learning on the progress. But that's the beauty about it. You are learning, but you are earning at the same time. How amazing is that? As Andy say, when you go to school, you're learning, but you're paying. you're not earning at all. You earn later. So what amazing is that you're learning and earning at the same time. So equal, plus and plus, more pluses. So confidence is a byproduct of courage in your motion. So it's not something that, oh my gosh, I'm confident doing this. I know we all came up for different paths of life. We all bring our own essence and our knowledge, but sometimes it's something new. We didn't born, at least I didn't born on all this marketing. You learn how you go, but that's the beauty about it. Like you feel confident because you are doing things that you thought. That's the most important thing, that you thought that you were not able to do never, but now you're doing it. Isn't that amazing? That built my confidence. So I'm so confident about myself, and I'm confident about this business because I can see how it's changing life, and of course, it's changing mine.
Thank you, Jessie. Yes, this point is very good. Confidence is built through progress, and this is for anything in life. You have to go through the process, and in that progress, you're gonna gain the confidence of the thing that you're doing, right? And how does that happen? You do it by repetition, right? Like she said, we didn't start confident. I didn't start confident because I didn't know anything, right? I didn't know anything about the business. I didn't know how to work online on social media. I didn't have that, but I did have a dream that I wanted for me and for my family, and that was a quality time for them. And that's why I decided, and I pushed myself to go through this. So we didn't start confident. We became confident through showing up. And this is very true. Like every day when you start, when you wake up and you start doing your business, and you do the things, like if you do the training, like we do lives every day. Our first life wasn't good. We were nervous. We were worried, to mess up. We were just full of concern. But we started, right? And that's what really matters. That's what counts, is that we took action. We decided to go. We push ourselves, and we're like, okay, we got to do this. And today we're not perfect, but we're much better than we were at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So every video film, every message shared, every win celebrated, it changed us. And this is true. Like, I don't know how many video ads I have recorded since I started. And let me tell you, at the beginning, when I was doing my training and I got to the part where I had to start doing my ads, I completely froze. I was scared. I was worried. And guess what I did? I decided to just pretend, that I wasn't there, that I didn't need to do that. And so my business wasn't running because I wasn't doing what I had to do, because I was worried that people were not going to listen to what I had to say, that were not going to like my story. I was so concerned about that. But since then, I have recorded probably 1,000 video ads that I have done, and yes, they're not perfect. The first one was definitely not that good, but I have learned in the process. Every time I see myself and I'm like, oh, you could have done this better. Oh, next time let's change this. So that's what it takes, right? And always remember, celebrate the small wins. Like, yeah, my first ad wasn't good, but at least I had the courage to do it. I took that step. I was like, okay, you got to do this. And even though I was like, starting and I wasn't really fluently talking, but I did it. And that's what gave me the motivation to go back and do it again and do it again till, I at least I thought it was better. And every time I think it's better than the first time. So confidence is a byproduct of courage in motion. It takes courage. It really does take a lot of courage to get out of your comfort zone and start doing something completely unknown to you. But, you know, that's what it takes to change your life, to change the current situation. Because if you don't have the courage to take action and decide to move to something that is going to be better for you and for your family, because I don't know, whatever reasons you may have, or whatever things you may be thinking. Maybe you're thinking, I don't have the experience. I don't like social media. I'm very shy. I don't know what you may have. Maybe you're thinking, I'm not a tech savvy. I don't know what else. But when you really have the desire, when you really want something that bad, all those excuses are going to disappear, and you're going to say, you know what, I'm ready and I'm going to do this. So don't let anything hold you back, because it takes courage to change your current situation. And we know that because we've been there, and we decided to take action even though we didn't have any experience. We had no clue, but we decided to just start.
Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Isabel. So just to add to it, because you guys pretty much cover everything, just like the picture shows there, you start little by little, and then you start building that confidence. And the reason why we start with that confidence is because, yes, for example, me, I wanted to find this online business opportunity, but I didn't know how it works. So I went in, but I had to find out, how an online business works. So how you build that confidence? Well, first of all, doing your training, okay? Because you have to do your training. You have to know your business to be able to have that confidence. Because if you don't know your business, then that confidence is not there, because you don't, when people ask you, you don't know, right? So you have to take ownership of your business, and by taking ownership is by doing your training. um, and the second point is, like, practice. Okay, so practice what you have learned. Practice new skills, in this case, in our lives. I didn't like to be in front of the camera, and none of Isabel or Jesse, but we knew that, this was a way to connect with you, the audience. So we, even though, we felt comfortable in that comfort zone, we needed to step out of that comfort zone, and take those risks, to be in front of the camera. So we didn't do it like, well, in my case, I didn't do it right away. So what I did was, like, recorded myself, and then after I felt comfortable, then I pressed that go live button, the button to go live. And then, even then, like, every time that I pressed that go live, I was so scared. I didn't know what to say. And even when we did the group lives, I didn't know what to say. I didn't know if I was saying the right thing or not. But that's how you build that confidence, because, the more you practice, the more you become better and better. And then you start, okay, I'm going to modify this. So, and then you start adjusting, as you go. So confidence is building through progress, because, you have to start little by little, just like the picture it shows there. So it's also, like you say, at the end, it's a product of courage on motion. So that's what I was saying before, stepping out of your comfort zone and just do it, take action, and then just practice. Because, the more you practice, that's how you become better. So that's what I would say and add to the confidence, because pretty much Isabel and Jesse, they already explained. Okay, so let's go to the third point.
Okay. The third point, control over your life brings true freedom. And this is so true. But let me keep going with the rest. We're no longer tied to a schedule someone else created. And this is what everything you do is so worth doing. Like, yes, it's gonna take courage. Yes, you're gonna have fear. You're gonna have doubts. You're gonna feel awkward doing something you don't know. But at the end, it's so worth it. It's worth every little effort that you put in, because now you're not gonna be tied up to a schedule. You're not gonna have someone else telling you what to do, when to do it, when you can take time off. If you whatever it is that you have to do, you have your own schedule, and you can do the things that you enjoy and the things that you love. And the most important thing, you're going to be there for the ones you love.
Mhm.
So we choose how we spend our time. And this is the plus, this is the cherry on top of the cake, right? That you get to choose how to spend your time. Before, I used to work in corporate, and I used to get up like at 4 in the morning so that I could take my kids to the babysitter, and I could go to work. And I was always so tired because I went to bed late, and I felt like I was running and running all the time. And now, that I don't have to wake up by an alarm clock, I wake up motivated. I wake up happy. I wake up energized, ready to go for the day, because I know that I can do something for my business. Because I know that, if I get up, and as soon as I wake up, I'm already thinking, okay, today you can do this. I'm like already full of ideas of the things that I can do. And I'm working for myself. And while I'm doing that, I'm here home, and I can take my son to school. I can give him his breakfast, and I'm just present. I'm not absent. I'm not running. I'm not stressed. I'm not irritated because of all the other things happening that, I didn't have any control over before because I was working for somebody else. And we can be there for our parents, children, partners without asking for permission. And this is so important too. My parents are retired, and my dad is having health issues, and I'm so happy that I have this business, and that I can be here, so that I can take him to all his appointments, because he's having to go to a lot of appointments. A couple weeks back, he had to be hospitalized, and I was able to be there by his side. So this is the important thing about owning your time, and deciding to take that action, right? That was uncomfortable at the beginning. Like, I was very uncomfortable at the beginning. I was doubting myself. I didn't think I was capable. I didn't think I had what it took to do this business. But when I decided to really stick to the training and do it every day, and then, have a group of people, like, uh, we are together, the three of us, and behind the scenes, we're always doing training. We're always learning about this business, how things work, and what we can improve. How can we do better to make things work more for us? So it's all up to you. You have the answers. You just have to put in the time. You have to be committed, and you have to really have that mindset of, yes, I can do it, but knowing that you have to invest that time. So that kind of freedom is priceless. And I can tell you this, there's nothing more worth to me than having my own freedom, and being here for my family, being here for my parents, and having the flexibility to, go to see my grandson at school, babysit the other one, take my daddy to his doctor's appointments, take my son to school, pick him up. My daughter just graduated. I was able to go and be with her. She's 2 hours and a half away. So all these things really are the things that I always wanted, right? That's what I worked for. That's why I took action, and I went through this phase of um, what do you say, fear. I was so scared of not knowing anything and trying to learn all this. At the beginning, it was a little bit overwhelming, but once I passed that phase, I could really see how this business was working and how I was beginning to enjoy it and like it. And well, now I'm completely passionate about this business, and I love the fact that I get to help other mothers. I get to help other people who are looking for this kind of flexibility.
So yes, this is a really good topic. Well, this is one of my whites. But the first thing I'm going to ask to people that are watching us or watching the replay, do you really have control of your life right now? Do you know what freedom means for you? Do you have freedom? Ask yourself those questions and you will see it that you are not. And after that, you have to ask yourself, how do I gain control? How do I do it? Because we depend on someone else. It's just say here, well, you're tied to a schedule to someone else created. We're tied to go to work, clock in and clock out at a specific time. Are you able to create your own, your own clock in and clock out in your life when you want to when you want to spend time with your family, when you want to do some work, and when you want to have time for yourself and relax? Can you do that? Most of the people, we cannot. Well, in the beginning, I could not because I was tired, because I thought that was the normal. I saw that freedom was that weekend every month that I had time for myself. That was freedom for me. Maybe that day off, that was freedom for me. Other people were working and had that Wednesday off. Oh my gosh, I had so much freedom. But because people all around me, they all have the same thing. They just have 2 days a week off. So for me, working 3 days and having 2 days off or 3 days off, I have freedom for them. Like in comparison to them, I didn't knew that I was so attached to this someone else's schedule. So someone else. I was giving my time to someone else that I didn't have that freedom. And that's what it's all about. If you're watching us, ask yourself, do I have that freedom? Do I have that choice? You know, can I choose how long I spend my time with and with who I spend my time with? So I was looking at my life and I was spending most of my time with my coworkers. I love my coworkers. Let's be clear. Let's leave that there. It's nothing about my coworkers, okay? But I was so much involved at work. I love my profession and everything, but I didn't have enough time. I was not spending time with the people that matter to me. I wasn't spending time with my loved ones. I wasn't spending time with my husband. And when I have that small time to go back home, it was so scheduled, because I was just 10 days or just seven days. I didn't have enough time to be there, to be present for the people that matter the most. I wasn't enough to be there for the people that I immigrate to this country to help them because I want something better for them. And then I didn't have enough time to spend with them, enough time to be around them. How crazy is that? That's the world that we're living on today. So I asked myself, what freedom, true freedom, would give it to me? So that's when I decided for this business, but that's the main thing. If you ask yourself and you see that you are attached to all of this time, to all this schedule, and you are not in charge, then you don't have freedom. You don't choose who and where and how to spend your time with. And asking for permission, like to like a worker or a company or something, to have time with your family, how crazy is that? How are we living? So that's what I say. Freedom is priceless. It's sometimes we start the business because we start the business about the money. We're just thinking about the money, but we don't realize it. Taking that worry out, how much freedom you have. What can you resolve? What can you be able to do now that you're not worried about the money? Because that's the problem. The money is not the problem. The money is like, because we're working so much, worry about the money, that we don't see the rest. So now we don't have that. So now we have time. So we realize who we spend time with. And time freedom is the most for me now, and I understand that. And I'm so happy that I wake up and now I can choose. I can choose to have time for myself. I can choose right now when I work. I'm not there yet when I can fire my boss, but I will. You guys keep watching, you will see it, and we announce it here, but I have time now. So if you're watching us, and just ask yourself these questions, and if you really realize that you are no are the boss of your time, you're not, you don't have that time freedom, message us, register to any other website. We will help you there. We will guide you to, and we will tell you what all of this about it, and maybe this will be your answer.
Thank you, Isabel. Thank you, Jesse. Yeah, Jesse, when you're gonna quit your job, you're gonna be our exclusive guest for the Job Quitters Live. um, okay, so going back to the topic, pretty much, Jesse and Isabel can like explain this topic. So just like to sum up, having control of your life, it gives you that freedom to do the things that you love, to spend the time with your loved ones. Um, like for example, like I even I used to work in retail, and part of my journey, because I left the movie industry, and then I started to do other jobs. um so when I left for that period, I experienced, how confined I was to the business, and how many times, I miss, family events, like our family, for example, they were celebrating, my nieces and nephews' birthday, and I had to go after I finished closing the store. So by the time that I got there, they already ate, without me because I wasn't there. So they were just waiting for me to sing the happy birthday, and for me, to eat something because, I wasn't there. So yeah, so I miss those family uh, moments, and also, like going out with my friends, I love to do hiking, but usually my schedule was during the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Especially Sunday, I had to be there every Sunday because I had to do the payroll and closing um the week, for the all the sales. So those Sunday was a day that, you normally you want to be spending with your family, right? Or going out and friends, but I was stuck working. And the reason why I chose the movies is because I had more freedom. Okay. um, but even then, when I'm working, I don't have that freedom. I'm stuck, in long hours, working long hours. And I when I started in the movie industry, I started from the bottom. So that means that, uh, I get the worst shift that nobody wants to do it. That means closing the um the office. So I was the last one late at night, or sometimes, I will do the overnight shift. So when everyone was arriving in the morning for the office, guess what? I was leaving the office. So those things, like, yeah, it didn't give me that freedom, like I wasn't be like I was tired by the time that I went home the weekend, so Saturday usually was my day to recuperate, and then Sunday was my day to prepare for the next week. um so yeah, so now, like I was looking, okay, I don't see myself going working on the 67. So I want that freedom, to be able to spend time with my parents, like just Isabel mentioned. Now she's lucky to be there present, for her father. Just a few weeks ago, she posted something on her business page, that if she was working, she wasn't able to be there for her father. So the same thing, I have Asian parents, so I want to be there, enjoy them now that they're very independent, and eventually we'll need to take care of them. So if I continue working in my industry, I won't have that freedom to be there for them, you know so really understanding, what freedom means to you, it makes a huge difference on what you really want. And That's what, I was looking in this opportunity, because you depend of other people's schedule. Okay, you don't have that freedom to choose, okay, I want to go out tomorrow, I want to travel. You don't have that freedom. Okay. If I want to take my parents to a doctor's appointment, I have to ask permission. I was blessed through all my journey in life, like I had good bosses that gave me that opportunity to request time, to go for a doctor's appointment and all that kind of stuff. Or sometimes, I needed to travel for family reasons, and gave me that option. But many times, a lot of people out there, they don't have that option. They don't have a boss that is very, um, that give them that opportunity to take time off. It's either you take it or you leave it, kind of thing. We had a guest, many, I think last year in one of our lives, like she lost her husband, and she needed some more time to be able to grieve. And the company say, no, you have this amount. So if you need more time, then there's a door. So what kind of freedom is that? What kind of understanding is that? So you really have to think about what really that is it that you want in life. Okay, so if you want to have that freedom where you have control of your day, this online business opportunity give you that. It works like you can work on your own terms. Okay, it adapts to your schedule and not the other way around. So you have that flexibility, that freedom that you're looking for. Um, and you can be present there for your parents, for your family, or for anything that you want, or having your me time, because we also need our me time, especially like some people have health issues, then you can take care of yourself. um, so that kind of freedom, like it says here, is priceless. It doesn't have a price. Okay. So if you are looking for that kind of freedom, and at the same time building that financial independence where you don't have to worry about money, because that's why a lot of people is working too. Some people love their job, but some people are working because they have to put food on the table. They have to pay bills, but there are options now. Okay, we are in the digital world. So that's what we're trying to be here, to open your eyes, to let you know that there are options, that you have options now where you can change your life and your family's life, and start building that financial stability to be able to have the freedom to be present for your loved ones and do the things that you love. Okay, so what is the bonus point?
All right. So our bonus point is we empower others when we empower ourselves. Okay, so this is really important, guys. Sometimes we focus on other people's and we forgot about ourselves. This isn't just about our dream. It's about the people watching us, the friends who is struggling, the parents who is sacrificing or sacrifice, the younger version of ourselves who once felt stuck. So think about all of this. When we rise, we light the way for others. And that is the ultimate empowerment. So if we do it for ourselves as well, other people will see our change and they were doing for themselves too. So let's all do it. Let's all take action and change our future.
Thank you, Jesse. Yeah, just a little anecdote of this. Last year, Isabel and I, we traveled to Japan, and one of the CEO, I guess, vendor of the company that we have, they mentioned something on that event, and it was beautiful. It's like you pass the torch to another person, so that's like you empower another person to continue that journey and do the same as you did. So that's the here what you were mentioning. Okay, so what are the key takeaways?
Okay, so here's the takeaways. Starting an online business gave us more than income. It gave us purpose, presence, peace, and power. And if you have a dream in your heart, we are here to tell you you can do this, and you don't have to do it alone. If we could do it, you can do it too. And you're going to have, your mentor, your coach, the community there with you as well, cheering you on, supporting you, and helping you on the way.
Jesse. Oh, you're muted, Jesse.
I'm surprised. Okay, let's go. Let's get into ready to move from dream to doing. If you are ready, drop the word action in the comments or message us privately for a free info section. So this is how you begin, a simple message that could change everything. So you are not behind, you are right on time. So send us right now on this mention, on the mentions below. You can put action or send us a message directly. Or if you just want just to get it going, just go and register yourself and we can get a conversation and we can get you to the right track, so because you're waking up, you want that time freedom, remember? So take action now.
And we have arrived to the end of our live. So, for those who are catching us just now, if you want to catch the beginning, you can catch the replay of this live. There's lots of nuggets that we're sharing here. So, we hope so that for those who started to watch from the beginning, just you got some inspiration on this, some enlightenment, and we are able to show you, there are opportunities out there for you to be able to change your life and your family's life, because of the digital world. So it's not like before where we didn't have options. We had to go to our regular job 9 to 5. Now we do have options. So if you are looking for that, building that financial stability to have a better lifestyle, be present for your loved ones, and have that, and do the things that you love, and take care of yourself too, because a lot of jobs, some are okay, you're not so stressful, but some are very stressful. So if you really want to take care of yourself and not work until you're 65, 67 years old, then this is the opportunity for you. Take advantage, because we have that opportunity, something that our parents didn't have. So take advantage of that. So, saying that, we want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live with us today. For those catching the replay, thank you so much. To our followers, thank you so much for being part of our journey, for believing in us, and for engaging with our content. We do have some like emojis here from Kamagum Jordan. We also have a heart emoji from Some Duck. So thank you so much for your like emojis and for the comments. Yeah, because we had some comments earlier. So thank you. So now, if you want to learn how you can start your online business, and start earning online and have that time freedom that we're looking for, or the freedom in general, all you have to do is register in any of the websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. So we have a live webinar every Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST. So if you want to learn, all you have to do is register. And when you register, you will receive an email that will contain 2 links. So the first one is to register for the live webinar. That link will take you to a page that will have 2 buttons, one for Tuesday, one for Thursday. So you can register for either one or for both. The second link is the replay link. So just in case you cannot make it to the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the webinar by watching the replay from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group, where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, so I go to the website, put my name and email address, I go and register for the live webinar. So what am I going to watch on the webinar? Well, on the webinar, you're going to find out how our online business plan works. And also you get the chance to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So if you want to catch up the replay from yesterday's live webinar before next Tuesday's live webinar, here are the hosts and panelists for that day. Oh, you're muted, Isa.
Yesterday we had a job quitter in the house. She was our host. So Elena, she's now a full-time mom thanks to this amazing business. We also had Remedio. She's a full-time care manager. Lori is a digital business owner, and Meg is a contractor.
We also have Maria. She's an officer, manager, realtor. Serene, hospital professional, and Prativa, a nurse educator. So all these people were on a live webinar yesterday, Thursday. Remember, every Tuesdays and Thursday we have live webinar, 5 p.m. PDT, 8 p.m. EST. So if you want to learn more, I want to know about everything and what we're doing, the only thing you have to do is register with your name and email to any of our websites, and you will get access to this magnific webinar. All right.
Thank you, Isabel. Thank you, Jesse. So our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: the Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. And our replays have subtitles in several languages. So, like we mentioned, if you want to catch up this replay before next Thursday's live webinar, take advantage of this free info session. You got nothing to pay. It's just information for you to know, more about how an online business plan works. And at the same time, you got the opportunity from listen to the panelists, which are from different backgrounds, as you see, different walks of life. But they all have something in common, that they decided to change their life and their family's life. And we have the opportunity to have a job quitter in the house for this yesterday's live webinar. All right. So what is our topic for tomorrow?
Our topic for next Friday is gonna
Oh yeah,
be
for next Friday.
building. It's gonna be building a plant B you can rely on. Okay, so right now you're on your plan A. So let's all build together a plan B. Okay, and we will tell you how you can do it.
Yes, because hope is not a strategy. Okay, so let's build something real together. So we'll see you then. And we hope that we continue to empower you to take action, in changing your life and your family life, and see that, there are options, okay, to have a better lifestyle. So, like we mentioned, we invite you to that free info session, so you can register in any of the websites. Or if you have comments, you want to find out more about this business, ask questions, you can put in the comments, more info, or you can send us a private message. Okay. So for those who doesn't follow us, you can follow us up here on the top, to get to know us a little bit more, who we are, what type of content we post. And if you are in YouTube, you can subscribe to our channel and press the notification bell to let us to be notified, when we have new content there, and when we go live. So that way, you're still learning more about this online business opportunity, because we bring you every week different topics, so you get to know. We also have other lives where we showcase, behind the scenes of what we do. So you have an idea, and we showcase, the mistakes that we do, and that everyone tends to do. So you don't have to do those mistakes. So when you come to start your online business, you already have an idea of what is involved and what things not to do, so you don't do. Okay, so saying that, we want to wish everyone a happy and blessed Friday for those who are on Friday, and a happy and blessed Saturday for those who are on Saturday. So, and happy and blessed weekend ahead for everyone. So, thank you for watching again. And until the next episode of the Empowering Lives Through an Online Business. And have a nice weekend, everyone. And thank you for watching. God
Thank
bless
you
you
for
all.
watching.
Bye.